Going to pick up Wos.
KOC, what's good, baby? All right.
What's going on, Wos?
You ready?
Ready to go for a ride?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
All right, let's hop on in. All right.
Let's talk a little basketball.
All right.
You buckle up for me, please.
Oh, yeah, of course. We gotta be safe. Safety first. Okay, there we go. Self-driving, baby. Let's go.
Nice and patient, right?
Let's go.
It does a good job. Did you see Bronny James declare for the draft?
I did. I know that people are saying that this is a historically weak NBA draft, but a guard who is 6'2" and under, averaging 4 points a game or whatever it is, that's never been anybody's version of an NBA prospect. I'm not saying that one day he cannot make himself into a credible NBA player, but Bronny James has shown zero indication. I'm not saying this kid doesn't have the work ethic. I think he's fairly athletic. He's shown he's got a great nose for the ball, that he has a fairly high basketball IQ, but what he's put on the floor as far as tape is concerned has not been that of an NBA prospect this year.
But with him, I mean, unfortunately, the shooting is underdeveloped at this stage of his life, like it was with LeBron when he came straight out of high school, and hopefully he can improve. I think with Bronny, he's also only 6'2".
He's not some Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James level athlete. And, I mean, for me, more importantly, he hasn't shown the ball handling, playmaking, you know, the skill work that it takes for somebody of his size to succeed at the next level. So, again, this is not to tear this kid down. It's just as an NBA prospect.
It's not tearing him down. It's just contextualizing where he is today, and he could become an NBA player.
Yes.
I wonder with LeBron if he actually would leave LA unless they actually do make some changes here, which it could include moving on from Darvin Ham. I mean, I know it's been better lately, finally going with Rudy in the starting lineup and going back to what worked last season, but it just still feels like the guys in that locker room are out on him, like he did lose the trust. And then also, there's so many different variables here. How do you kind of see it playing out from today moving forward with the Lakers in the play-in to the offseason?
The chatter out of Lakerland when you talk to people who are closer to the situation than I personally am, I think teams are going to be more aggressive in the offseason, thereby making the Lakers' competition for these guys even stronger. So you wonder if LeBron is going to be like, look, man, there's nothing I could do here. Maybe I do go play with a Joel Embiid.
For sure.
Maybe I do end up in Indy. You know, who knows what this guy does in terms of cap space teams and things of that nature.
And, of course, the Paul George rumors for Philadelphia as well are worth noting. Like, they have been potentially a team that's in on him.
And the thing is, Philadelphia has been the godsend for every single upcoming free agent of any level of prominence because, one, they're in a good market. Two, they obviously have a superstar there. And three, they have the cap space.
Yeah, they're the only really team that has cap space and they're a contender. Like one of the few.
Exactly. And so if you are Paul George's agent, there's an obvious fit in Philadelphia if, for whatever reason, you know, Steve Ballmer and his brain trust decide they don't want to do that.
We don't want to pay Paul George.
Yeah. So let's just say they decide to do that. Paul George and them could be like, yo, look, there's money there waiting for me. LeBron James, same thing. Like, he's an obvious fit. Tobias Harris comes right off of those books.
My God.
He slots perfectly into the power forward position.
Imagine the two-man game between LeBron and Maxey.
I mean, it's just crazy. Him and Maxey can run two-man. Him and Joel can run two-man.
And by the way, Embiid like an AD, you think about AD lost the three-point shot, well, Embiid's got it. Dude, I mean, he can space for LeBron in ways that AD can't.
So that pick and pop becomes open in such a way. LeBron himself becomes a cutting threat. LeBron has become much better spot-up shooter. The fit is
over 40% this year.
It's insane. LeBron would be a major contributor to winning on a team like that. And so, that's pretty exciting stuff.
Buddy Hield goes to the hoop that time. Rudy takes it to the glass.
With the awards, so the NBA is sending out their ballots after the season ends. And one of the things that I'm kind of still undecided on is Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert, the heavy favorite still on the FanDuel Sportsbook. But then Victor Wembanyama, to me, I think he's a deserving candidate, even though he's a rookie, even though the Spurs have lost. If you compare to the way the Spurs have performed with Victor on the floor to how the Wolves have played with Rudy Gobert, how the Lakers have played with AD, and the Heat with Bam, the Spurs are still right up there with one of the best defenses in basketball when Victor is on the floor. Do you think that there's any logic?
Dominant is a strong word.
With Victor. With Victor.
Yeah, go ahead.
With Victor around the rim. It's more of a knock on everybody else on this team, the fact that they have not been.
Sure.
But with Victor, individually, he is truly special. Do you think there's any logic to choosing Victor for Defensive Player of the Year?
Absolutely not.
No. Is Rudy your Defensive Player of the Year?
Rudy's my Defensive Player of the Year. I got Rudy Gobert as my third-team All-NBA.
Okay, I like it.
And I have him as my Defensive Player of the Year.
Okay.
I thought Karl Anthony Towns actually stole his All-Star spot this year. Well, he didn't steal it, but the voters robbed him of it.
Yeah.
I think Rudy, man, is my Defensive Player of the Year.
But do the Wolves have enough to defeat Denver? Do you think they actually have a shot to take down the Nuggets?
To me, they're the Nuggets' toughest.
Number one threat.
Yeah,
really?
In the West.
Over OKC,
Have you seen the
over the Clippers, over the Suns.
OKC's too young, too thin.
Okay, yep.
And another thing is just OKC's biggest weakness is playing a team with functional size. Not size, functional size, meaning Rudy is going to be bigger than them if they play the Wolves, but he's not going to actually hurt them.
Yes.
With his size. Whereas Denver...
That's pulling right in for us.
Oh, my goodness. That's crazy. This is crazy.
Whoa.
This is nuts. Oh, my God.
Can we park here?
Yeah, let's park up. I think Denver's a horrible matchup for OKC. Is this like a famous taco spot? What are they known for?
Quesadas? You've never been here?
I haven't. Let's do it.
Surprise. I think with we all get posted on many videos.
There's comedians in cars.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. That one's me. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Salsa picante.
You want a red, green, or habanero?
Habanero, please.
So with the NBA right now in the East, the Celtics are going to win like 65, 66 games.
Yep.
Who has the best chance of taking them down in the East right now?
I still got to go with the Bucks. I think they are the second most talented team in the East, and I think they give the Celtics a nice run for their money.
A nice run for their money, or can they? Would you pick them in a series against the Celtics?
I'd have to see.
So you need to see like playoffs when they flip the switch.
If the Bucks get to the conference finals, I think they have been played well enough.
It means they were doing it right.
Yes. In order to beat these guys. I think they can beat the Celtics in a series.
What about the Knicks? Is there any hope for the Knicks even though they don't have Randall? Any hope?
Against the Celtics?
Yeah, any hope?
No.
It's too bad the Knicks have had injuries and all that, but they feel like they're, one big trade away. They got trade assets, they got picks, they got some tradable contracts. I think the Knicks are going to be a team that can take a step up next year. So you're impressed by the car?
Yeah, super impressed.
Tesla did a good job for us.
Super impressed. I'm about to drive back home myself. I wish I wouldn't have to be standing in traffic.
Make it your next car, Woz.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm not a salesman. I just want to see my friends happy.